What up, Dig? What up, y'all? Who this right here? What's up? Good morning, good morning. I've been raising hell this morning.
Hello, good
Good
morning.
morning, what's up with you? How you?
Good, working hard. I sat there and been following y'all guys for a little while. Love what y'all guys are doing.
I appreciate you. Did you have any questions or anything?
I had a few. I've been trying to sit there and get, um, you know, business off the ground and, look into some other things that, can help me, but I have been having no luck on that part. How do you I guess stay positive to, keep it, you know,
Yeah.
progressing.
For one, like it don't sound like you're certain on what you should be doing. So what are you trying to do?
Well, for the last couple of years, my niece had got this really beautiful idea, and I thought it was great because,
You gotta get
you
to the
know,
point though, like what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make a business, I'm trying to make my business a lot more profitable. And
What is your
to a point,
business?
well, it's a clothing line for young adults, youth, children.
Okay.
We basically make, pageant dresses and everything, and it's for, we give back to the community. So like say for instance, like we sponsor kids that, um, if like they're going to graduation, they don't have a
All
dress.
right, so
We
let me stop you. To be able to have a successful business, you need to be able to articulate what your business is and how and to a way that it can be appealing to somebody to have interest in it, right?
right.
Right now, I'm not interested in your business. I feel like if this was Shark Tank, you didn't give like your energy, what you like. It has to be like you should be very confident in to be able to say what's your business, who's your business for, what does it help them do, how long you've been doing it or whatever, like something that's like relevant and important to it to be able to like really evoke emotion. Like you sound drained in your business and everything else. Like, you know,
Well,
it's like,
I mean, it's not the business that's draining me. It's just, I had a lot of issues when it comes to family also. You know, every year that we've been doing our business, we lost somebody. So, like, now I'm a little stressed because, my father now, he has to go through, he's in heart failure. So the more I sit there and reach a little bit with the business, then it's a little bit different. So that's the only problem.
but like, here's the thing, and like, even right now with my some of the stuff with that I deal with business wise and personal things, like you're gonna always have stuff that's gonna come up. Like that's the reality of life. Like you're gonna be tested along the journey, and you can't put a focus on like you know like okay somebody's passing away. Like you have to deal with it the way you deal with it, obviously, but you still have to get your business done in order to be able to change your trajectory of what you're trying to do financially. And then you got to have a level of like conviction and commitment towards changing your business to another level. But it all starts in like even sounding like you know what your business is, how you portray that to people. Like you got to think about how many people see my Instagram live feed, and you got up here and they're like, "What's your business?" I'm not sure if anybody would have felt real comfortable about you know getting in the business. So like some of the things you got to be able to talk about what you do and how does that help people. Like who you are, what you do, and how's that help? What's that benefit to people? I say that in my intros when I cold call people, everything. So who you are, what you do, and how does that benefit your potential client? No matter
Right.
no matter what you talk to, think about those. If you always remember those three key elements, because that's what I just teach in sales in general. Who you are, what you do, and how's that benefit somebody. If you can just keep that, no matter what you're selling, like I don't care if it's dresses for young ladies or uh, cars, clothes, anything. Who you are, what you do, and how does that benefit that person? And you should be able to have that like you should have that memorized. And you should be able to just at the drop of a dime, be able to give somebody basically like who you are and that value to them. And that'll help you just with your understanding of where you want to go with your business. But the next thing I'm gonna tell you is that you gotta you gotta really put some gas on something in your life if you want it. And you seem like a little down on it.
Competitors actually
Pour
in
some
the area.
gas on it.
Right.
So
The
so
way they,
what are you gonna do in order to help you increase your business at this point? What have you done in the last 2 weeks to help your business change?
Well, for the last 2 weeks, I've been looking for a sponsor. I've been trying to get, I already got my business patent for 10
No,
years
I didn't
now.
ask you what you've been trying to do. What have you done?
Well, I already scheduled another fashion show to go to. I did do that. I bought extra material. I have been upselling and giving packages out for Sweet 16s also. So I've
Where do
been
you do
doing
that
this.
at?
I do it on Facebook, I do it on Instagram, and I do it on Yelp. We have a couple of websites, you know. The good thing is that we do, you can find us on Google, you know, but,
So what
you
would
know, I
somebody be
know
looking for if they were to try to find you?
Unforgettable Divas,
But what is
2000.
but what does the
It's a,
unforgivable diva do?
basically how we have it is if like say for instance you have a child that that doesn't believe in themselves, that about their appearance, we make every girl feel like a princess. That's the basic thing we do. We uplift their spirits, we make them feel beautiful, and then we also do it on a nice rate.
I think you got to be able to like get your messaging out a little bit different to be able to get. You see the comments? Like people kind of like, what is that? Like it doesn't
Right.
make every girl feel like a princess. I see that.
Yeah.
Unforgettable divas where we make every girl feel like a princess. That's a nice tagline. We have young,
Yeah.
you know.
We well, it's on our Facebook where every girl feels like a princess. Um, we do it. We do it. It started as we did it for underprivileged children. Because it's a lot of kids that's out here that couldn't afford to get a dress or
And
couldn't afford to do a few things.
and Anna
So
just
it
made a good
started as
point.
that.
She said, but how do you do that?
How do we do it? As in, to
How do you make these little girls feel like princesses?
Well, the biggest thing is the dress. We specialize the dress for each girl. So no girl has the same dress. Every dress is custom made. So when you sit there and you get something from us, it's not going to be the same product that you've seen um, that we have online. It'll be completely different. Then also, we give bowls, goblets, we give the socks, everything to match, plus a memory book, which is something that you can do, for for the pictures that you take. We do a few things. And he says wipe off the. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. She said wipe off the camera.
Yeah,
Is that
it
better?
look a little foggy.
Oh, hold on one second.
Somebody said we don't want to hear this. They came. You came in the day when I was on the full rant, so they're like, man, I don't want to hear that shit right now. I want more drama.
I'm sorry. I mean, I wanted to make sure I asked somebody. You've been in business for a while, so just starting out. Like I know they say, like in the first 5 years, sometimes you don't make any money, and then in the next 10, you should make something. So
But you got
we've been.
you got to have like structure. You got to have some stuff in place that you kind of like your mission statement, how you get your marketing out, like how people can become like you should have like an Instagram group that or something that I mean not group but your Instagram that's consistently engaging with maybe certain demographics based off who you want to target in your area, giving out some maybe a free fitting or something like that, just putting some structure together to like get other people to be able to know what you do like and be willing to give out stuff for free. Last year, I built my business up by being either free or very inexpensive. So, like I had $30 phone calls. Like you can't get on the phone with me for $30 or more. But last year, guess what? I put out $30 calls. I think everybody wants to come in and they want to like position themselves to get the high ticket right away. Sometimes you got to be okay with starting a little lower
Right.
and then building it up. But you have to get more awareness about what you do. So somehow you need to be more engaged with Reef. What's up, family? You got to be more engaged with like the people that's out here in the marketplace that fit your client base. Like if you want to be helping people get to feel like they're queens in their dresses and their daughters or whatever, you gotta be targeting and showing people that have kids on your page and profile. Your profile should exist showing all that stuff. But I appreciate you jumping in here. That's my freebies for the day. Let me get back to talking about shit.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. So everybody that said they came here to learn something for the day, there you have it. Who you are, what you do, and how does that benefit somebody? Yeah, little bitch ass nigga ran my money. No, Scott, I ain't checked my messages yet, man. You're welcome. I'm not aggravated, yo. I'm good. I want to like I'm about to be on a tour. I won't be able to get shot on or anything. I'm gonna be all over the damn place. How do you get fresh leads? Go check out my YouTube channel, man. I put out a lot of ways to find leads in the last couple weeks up there. Oh yeah, people can't make me feel bad because one thing I don't give a fuck what people be saying over there. I hope everybody that nigga's a cornball is what he is. He said he had a plane, a Lamborghini. He don't own either. Yeah, man, Jay full of shit. He said the nigga haircut. Y'all hilarious, man. That's a fact, Justin. Now, prop stream is not used for like getting in contact with sellers. That's where you're gonna be pulling your leads and doing your comps and all that other stuff. If you want to use like, I would tell you use my SMS and text message platform, Lead Genie. It's a link in my bio. You can send out SMS or ring his voicemail blast. It's a 7-day trial for prop stream. It's a link in the bio for that too. Y'all niggas crazy too. Hey yo, some of these comments, man, y'all out of control. Yeah, man. Lamborghini Max, boy. Tell you what. And nigga, I'm 36, man. It's like I'm old, man. My facial hair grows now. He said from smoking weed. That's fucking hilarious. Mm. This bitch I want to see. Bet that. Smoke something. I had that closer kush out there for y'all soon. So I know everybody seen this post of me on this shit right here. But this is kind of what I expected, a clown ass nigga to go align himself with a nigga that he knows stole from me. But then it made me remember like this nigga been out here doing his own little fraudulent ass shit himself. So it makes sense. And then when you call these hoe ass niggas out about it, people feel a way about it, but who gives a fuck? Like the most I ever made in one deal, easy 88,500. That's the most I hit in a deal. That was my biggest deal, wholesale deal. Hell no, he don't own no Lambo. He making money, but he be capping. If you want to break down that deal, you gotta check it out on YouTube. Here's one of my students last year. He hit 78K. Yeah, ain't no rap cap in my shit. See what else I find there. Yep, check out the YouTube. It's up there. I did a full training. It's like a 2 hour plus video, exactly step by step. Right now, I haven't been taking in any new students. Trying to get all my stuff prepared for the 25 city tour. Maybe February, sometime in February, I might open up some slots, but it'll just be like, on some monthly type stuff because when the tour kicks off, I won't have any students. I'll be too busy. If you have a hard time getting in contact with sellers, it's probably because you're not communicating the right way. You got to be sending out them text messages. Hey, this is like one of my accounts in Stripe last year, literally from my cell phone while smoking weed and doing exactly what everybody tells me I shouldn't be doing, exposing people and keeping it real. That's $427,000 in that one account. That's just one of my accounts. There's another one of my accounts. I can do this for a while. Just be petty. People be trying to talk about like counting people pockets and shit like that. I made over 700K from my cell phone. Never hate on anybody. I just speak facts, and people don't like the truth. Truth makes people uncomfortable. Like you're stealing, you're doing foul shit. You need to be called out. Just for anybody that might have been confused. Yeah, there was definitely some red flags, and I ignored that shit. So the first red flag is the night that I went to dinner with Jay. Um, so let me back this shit up, yo. So I back it up all the way to the beginning, so everybody can get like a real understanding of like how this shit went from the beginning. So when I first started rocking with Jay, everything seemed cool. Um, Everything was moving pretty quickly, actually, because it was like he had a sense of urgency to try to get us partnered up. When we started talking about like doing business together, he even proposed that I be the CFO of his company. I'm not the CFO, the COO of his company. He wanted me to basically run his entire company for him because it was non-existent. Like as far as the wholesaling business and all that stuff, like it was non-existent. So we had basically came up with a plan where I was going to be partnering with him, and not only just the event, but and then into like some JMA stuff as well. But two things that happened was weird. One of his employees, his one of his like his this white guy, I can't remember his name right now, John. John told me, he was like, hey man, I wouldn't come under JMA thing. I would kind of stay as a consultant or something like that. And then another young lady that worked with him also, I mean that does work with him also was like, yeah, I wouldn't come under the brand. I would come under the consulting thing. Then you know, we kind of like we go out to eat that weekend um, at Cheetahs. We go to Cheetahs and the bill was like $600 and something, and he left. He ran off on me. Like he literally left the. It was me, him, Isaac Grace, uh, and a couple other guys that were JMA guys. We all sitting down at dinner eating at Cheetahs. The bill come and them niggas completely like, well, Isaac and them were still at the table. Jay hauled ass, like he just left, didn't say bye, didn't put $100 bill on the table, nothing. He literally just left. So it's me, Isaac, and all Jay's people sitting at the table, my homeboy, um, and I'm like, yo, where'd Jay go? At the time, I had just literally lost my debit card inside of the strip club, so I don't even know where my fucking debit card is. Isaac and his guys, they were all like trying to piece together the bill as if the bill, you know, it was almost like some female shit. Like niggas was like, well, my shit only $40. My shit is like only this. I'm like, bro, how much is it, man? I'll just pay the whole like. I end up cash apping Isaac like 400 something dollars or some shit like that because it was just like a weird situation. I don't like being around weird shit. So like that was the first thing that happened. Then we went to Las Vegas. We shot the promo and shit. Everything seemed cool. Then when we got back, like Ernestine had texted me and said she wanted to talk to me about something. So Ernestine and Jay both called me at like 11:30 at night, and they were like, "Yo, we got all these different things going on in our brand, and we want to make sure that like we talk to you about some things because we don't know if you fit in alignment with our brand. Like we got the SEC and the FBI investigating us, and we don't have time for like any stuff. So we heard that you had like a domestic violence pass, and we want to see your paperwork on your domestic violence stuff. And also, I want to know why you don't get along with Max, and I want to know like what's up with you and your dad, X, Y, Z. And I was like, yo, first off, how the fuck you think you're gonna call me and question me? You in my event, like you're not doing me a favor. Like, ain't this nigga a crack dealer? Like he gets online and brags about being a 3-time felon, but you gonna try to fucking like ask me about having domestic violence in my past? I'm like, bro, like if you don't get the fuck out of here, I'm like, nah, I'm offended by that. So we get off the phone and I tell them like, I said, first off, I'm not giving nobody no motherfucking paperwork, and y'all got me fucked up. I said, if y'all feel away, whatever it is, what it is. So the next day, I text Jay and I was like, yo, I really don't like the way that conversation went, and like real talk, like because we were like in the middle of him talking about me being the COO of his company and shit, like to get the real estate business set up. So I told him, I said, we're gonna hold off on that. We're just gonna focus on the event. And after the event is finalized, then we can look and see how we proceed from there because I wasn't feeling good about it after that. And then from there, he ends up sending me this long ass email talking about, you know, that they were going to back out the event. So they backed out. This is the first time this was the first time he threatened to back out the event. So like this is like before we actually went on the run. So like right after we shot the Vegas promo, we came back like that Monday. He had said he was going back out. So that was like that first week in October. Now I told him, I was like, yo, like what you gonna tell the people about you backing out? Because I said that's some bullshit. I was like, ain't nothing happened. I was like, if you feel like you gonna back out or whatever because you want to, whatever, like you gonna have to address that. But I'm not gonna lie, mislead people and try to make them think something or whatever. So he ended up like, you know what, it's cool. We're gonna go ahead and knock it out. We're gonna do the event. It's all good. So a couple of weeks go by and like the ticket sales were kind of blah. Like we had sold like 200 and something tickets. It was like it wasn't what either of us had expected as far as ticket sales. And we get on the call because Jay's team had like this, like basically trying to make it seem like they were the ones that were generating income. So I was like, yo, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Let's get on the call. I'm gonna have my team bring up all the numbers and shit that we have as far as Facebook conversions and everything else. You get your ad guys on the table, and we gonna discuss this like real numbers. So we get on the call, and the first thing I told him, because I had heard like under talk of my team, you know, from Jay's team, I was like, listen, bro, first off, like, we're going to treat everybody with respect. I was like, I don't know what y'all been doing prior to this, but prior to you signing up with this event, I had already sold over 400 tickets, and I had just generated over $30,000 in ticket sales in 1 week. Now, from the time that we've aligned with you, like, we have not had those same type of numbers. So whatever you want to say, you can say it, but I got real data based off what I had already been doing prior to you signing up to the event. So we get on the call, and and Jay's team didn't like the fact that, like, I was like, we're gonna stop all this, like, all this, because I told him straight up, I said, we're gonna stop all this, like, sneak dissing and all this shit. Like, you ain't about to make my team feel like we inadequate or whatever, because the reality is that my guys have been producing. We produced before you got here. I've been producing with these guys all year long, and we're gonna look at real numbers because I'm not with the bullshit. So we got everybody looking at, we pull out the numbers. Our numbers and everything were better. Like, it was seen like clear as day. And Jay actually wasn't on this call. So Jay's team gets off the call, and they call Jay and was like, yeah, I never felt so disrespected and blah, 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 blah. And the reality is, like, I didn't even say anything disrespectful. I said, but you will respect my team. I said, I haven't talked shit about anybody. I said, I've let you guys control the money. I said, this shit has been sloppy. And I said, you know, real talk, it needs to be cleaned up. And Jay got on the phone. He was like, I think he had just got out of either some type of deposition for either the FBI or the SEC, because he's still going through like all that FBI shit. So he goes, you know what, Tone, I ain't got time for this, man. My team, I got 2 people telling me that you've been talking to them crazy, and I don't, you know, like, I don't have time for it. I got too much going on, so we're gonna withdraw the event. And then he tried to make like a little sneak diss. He was like talking about like something being unprofessional or whatever. I said, first off, Jay, don't try that shit with me. I've been nothing but respectful to you, bro. So you keep it where it need to be at, but like, we ain't gonna do that. Like, straight like that. You say what you want to, but I said, y'all done tried to house my event. Y'all came here, your wife tried to put your name before my name and all this little corny ass shit. I said, nigga, I'm the only one that has literally had to pull money out of my pocket for this event. I said, from the outset, the only money that Jay has ever spent on that entire event, he spent like $13,000 in Facebook ads. He only spent money on ads. He did not spend a single dollar on anything else. It was so disgusting, even to the fact that when Ernestine and I all went to when we went to Vegas to do the promo shoot, the nigga tried to get me to pay for his wife's flight to to Vegas. I'm like, nigga, I'm not buying your wife flight. Like, what the like, nigga, you trying to get me to pay for your wife? You talking about she event staff? Like, no, nigga, you got to pay for your own wife to travel, nigga. Like, you gonna have your assistant. Like, Jay had called me every fucking day about everything. Then he have his assistant call me to try to talk about buying his wife's flight so we can go shoot promo video in Vegas. I'm like, bro, like, y'all got me so twisted. Like, that's not even that's not even real. Like, we not doing that. But the night that we had this call where I brought everything to the light, but like, hey, we're gonna have all the numbers transparent. That's when Jay decided he was gonna back out. So at first he's like, I'm gonna put this out, and if we don't have any refunds or whatever, we'll get you the money back. But then it was like the narrative of what they posted made it seem like something unethical had happened. So the post that he put up was like, talking about how they operate on this highest integrity, and if you want a refund, it can be refunded to a JMA course. So now he was going to try to reroute people that had purchased tickets from the event using advertising money to his own personal course, and not to the betterment of the team, but he was now pushing people into his own funnel system. So when I saw that, in addition to the fact that like the communication was like getting to be real disrespectful between teams, it was like, yo, I ain't even about to play with you. Like, just let me know when you're gonna release the money. So then what he does is he had his production guy was my production guy for the event. So the production guy reaches out to me and tries to increase the price from $100,000 to $120,000. So now he tried to add an extra $20,000 to my audio video bill, which we had already agreed was gonna be 100. Now he like, yo, it's 120 because Jay backed out. So I'm like, I done paid him like 50K. I owe him another 50K before the event comes up, and now this nigga talking about, oh yeah, it's gonna be another 20. I was like, yo, y'all got me fucked up. Like, first off, we already agreed on a number, and now you trying to come back and get more money because Jay backed out. Now and this is, mind you guys, this is 2 weeks before the event takes place, and like probably less than 10 days before the event takes place, I got the audio video dude that works for Jay Morrison. Now trying to increase his price by $20,000. Jay is holding on to like 50 plus $1,000 of event money. I got to pay 50K to the audio video guy. I got to pay all the event expenses that were still coming up. I still had to fly all the speakers out, everything else. And this is all now coming out of my pocket because the money that was tied up into the event is either being refunded back to people for a baseless reason because Jay cowered out of the event, and for two, well, that was really that was it. Like it was no reason for that money to be funneled anywhere other than back to me. So now we're talking about January of 2020. Not a single penny has ever been refunded back to me. I had an increased audio video bill of from 100,000 to 113. We end up getting it from 120 to 113. I end up having to pay this dude an extra $13,000. And then I had to deal with all the back end backlash for the people that backed out of the tickets and all that other stuff. And still to this day have not seen one penny back from the actual ticket sales that happened, nor have I got any response from attorneys or anything. So end of the day, fuck them. Yeah, he got his ad money back too. Yeah, there were contracts involved. There was absolutely contracts involved, but at the end of the day, we just gonna have to sue because he backed out the contract. Like you're supposed to have a 30-day notice even to cancel the contract for the event. 2 weeks before the event, he backs out anyway. He broke and breached every piece of the contract every way possible. He breached the contract. He breached He broke the speaker contract. He broke the business contract. Has not responded to any letters from attorneys or anything. Like everything fraudulent, you know. And I had mad respect for him, and it was so bad. Like I think people don't understand how bad it was. Like literally, Ernestine had friends that she had got involved in the event that met me, and their friends don't even like them anymore and won't communicate with them anymore because the fact that that they saw the stuff that happened and they were like, bro, dude is such a good dude. Why would you fuck him over? Like they had lied to their friends saying that they had paid me back the money and all this other stuff, like all complete lies. And the sad part was is I respected Jay and Ernestine with the utmost until I seen how they handled me with this money and everything else. So in this event, um, you know, people get a level of success or whatever, and they start thinking that they're better than people and everything else. Um, and yeah, the winner got Gage Root. He's got his money. I pay out. You know, I did my part, like the 100K giveaway, all my shit. I pay out. Um, Jay came up with the $100,000 giveaway, and then you know, really what he tried to do is if I would have not lived up with the 100K giveaway, I could have impacted my name and my ticket sales dramatically. But I lived up to the event anyway, and I still did the giveaway. But the reality is, like, you know, I want my fucking money. I want my money. You know. Yeah, Reed. And you know, like the disappointing part is like I didn't know Jay like that, but I had kind of I kind of looked up to him. You know, I ain't gonna say looked up to him, but I respected him as a man. Like I had saw some of the stuff he had did in the community, and I thought it was admirable. But you kind of always hear the whispers of what other people say, and sometimes you get a name and you just think people might have those whispers behind them because you know somebody's hating on them. But then when I seen for my own two eyes like how he did me, then I was like, yo. There's nothing solid about bro at all. Like, there's nothing solid about him at all. Like, all that in real life talk and all that stuff. Like, this whole situation should have been avoided 100%. Like, nothing that happened that made them even need to back out the event. I'm glad they backed out of it because now I was able to see what I was able to do for myself. But they shouldn't have backed out of the event. That event should have took place with them in it. I 100% think that they had some motives that they were trying to accomplish that I'm not sure if they accomplished them or not, but um, it would be speculation. But I tell you that they took my money and I never seen it again, and that's bullshit. Oh yeah, it was my mistake, but like how fast I fucked with him and everything like that. Like it, like but I did that with a lot of people last year, man. Like that whole collaboration and all that shit, man. Fuck that shit, yo. You getting vetted before I fuck with you, like straight up. I learned so much. I learned so much, like in business, man. Like it's not meant for you to do business with everybody, man. It's not meant for you to rock with everybody. It's not meant for you to be collabing with everybody. I think that collab shit got a lot of people twisted. Like where people are losing their morals, their ethical code, um, and like I'm not perfect by any means, bro. My past has been anything but perfect. Like I done been there and been through my own shit, but everything I have said in the last, 2.5, 3 years has been honest, transparent. I don't mislead anybody. I'm not taking anybody and running money and running with it or nothing like that. Uh, and I'm gonna continue to do that. And you know, I'm gonna handle people accordingly. But don't think that you got to be aligning yourself with people to get your brand to grow and all that stuff, man. That shit not real. Um, Like, like for one, like one of the most valuable lessons is like, I let Jay get involved in my event, and I didn't make him put up any upfront money, and I should have made him have to make an investment into the event. He didn't have to invest into the event outside of marketing. So beyond marketing, like Jay had no, like he could just back out and run. Like it's almost like that thing, like where you talk about, we were talking about the relationship and like whose house it is the other day. Uh, but if somebody's not invested into something, they don't have to put financial backing to it. They're not going to treat it the right way. So first thing, like when it comes to business, is always, 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 if you got to put in $20, they need to put in $20 too. If you got 100,000 in, they need to be able to put in what you can put in. If they can't bring that to the table, then they can't do business at that point. Uh, um, and the bad part is like we try to do shit with our own people. Like the reason why I had partnered with Jay is for one, I knew he had a huge black community following, and it broke me down like to think like now I had some people in the community that might look at me sideways because of the way that had fell out, and like you trust people thinking like you're going to get something that like ultimately like a lot of these people aren't what you think they're going to be. But I just say for me, like I just know what I'm putting into the community is pure. I know that my intentions are pure. I know my heart is pure. I know everything that I do is ultimately to see people be successful. I pull my own money out of my pocket. I don't pull it out of my pocket just so people can see it. Um, I don't do it because the camera's rolling. Um, have I done it when the camera's rolling? Absolutely. Have I shared it? Absolutely. But where my intentions are and what I do, there's a lot of things that people just never see online, and I'll never portray wanted to be portrayed online. But you know, everybody doesn't have like genuine motives. Like they go do something. And it's like it's built for the YouTube or whatever. Um, and Reef, you're right, man. It does because it's bad for everybody when you see people in the community because our culture has been trying to unite and bring people together and do stuff the right way, and then you have people that are in the position to help do that, and then they don't make the right decisions or take like self-interest beyond anything else. Hey, Big Dave, man, that's what I be thinking. Like y'all be confused on y'all because y'all hear me talking about this and all that. You better believe, man. My all my business is running very successfully. Uh, like me bringing truth to the light does not impact my business in the least bit. Um, I'm going to continue to build a strong empire the right way, ethically, transparently, and authentically being myself. And I just I keep it 100. if I and Alicia, I see your comment, and I'm gonna just say this: like me and Brian don't have beef at all. I just didn't. I don't like when I see people like if you know certain situations is going on and you in support of somebody that's doing wrong shit, then I don't want to follow it. I don't want to see it. It's really that simple. Like there's no beef between us or whatever. But no, I don't follow him no more. I don't follow anybody that I know like teeter tots on the fence and like want to be friends with everybody. Like it's just like you know like if you say a nigga did you wrong and then I see you posting him saying, shouting out his event, like I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want to see that shit. Like I'm not okay with that. So like if I see somebody that do something like that, I just like man, it ain't no hard feelings, but dude, like that shit just don't go with my vibes. Like that shit take me out. So everybody, it is what it is. Right. I look up and I'm like, wow, like you just did that? You posted that? I can't look at that. I appreciate all y'all comments, compliments, all the love. But yeah, like, I got love for B though. It ain't no disrespect or nothing like that. I got mad love for B. I just don't like certain shit. I just don't like. I just can't say. I don't want to look at it. But there's no like. He's nothing but being respectful and everything to me. Just that I can't be cool with everybody. Some people can be cool with people that doing wrong and they forgive, and I don't. And I take that stuff personal. I hold on to that stuff. So I can't expect everybody to be upset with and beef with everybody I beef with and all that. But certain stuff I just look at it and I be like, nah, I can't look at that. Y'all be looking at everything though. Y'all be seeing every motherfucking thing. That's crazy. Everybody ask me and Max fell off. Ask yourself, when is the last time you saw Max and I around each other? I don't be too much like talking no shit about nobody unless they did something foul though. And anybody that asks me about, like, you know, yeah, man, you see some of this stuff, man. I don't get surprised or nothing no more, man. I just be like, I wake up, one of y'all send me like, and the bad part is, yo, I don't even be looking for this shit, yo. Like, it be so disgusting that like the people be sending me like all the posts and shit like that. Like I like the post that I seen today with Max and Jay and all them, the shit like everything like I don't never even be seeing it because I rarely scroll through IG and shit like that. I really just be in my own little space, man, chilling. Somebody will send me something that be just fucked up and they be like, bro, you see this? And I be like, oh, here we go again. But I kind of expected Max to go try to align with Jay, take a picture and do all that shit. Like niggas that do foul shit together, Like Niggas got a common enemy now. It's hard to take me down, man. We got to join up and try to take this nigga out of here, bro. He getting too powerful. I guess that's how they feel. I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, yo. Shit's crazy. I'll be the bad guy though. I'm okay with being the bad guy. Somebody gotta be the bad guy. But yeah, I think everybody, man, you judge for yourself. You use what you see and you do what you want to with it. What's the official word from them? They not gonna say nothing. They done ran off with the bread. That's it. And then niggas be calling me 50 Cent and shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, like niggas tell the truth or call somebody out about something wrong, and then they got to be like, you got to be a 50 Cent or something like that. Yeah, I know Max like, damn, I should never put this nigga on the social media shit. God damn, fuck. That's real shit. He probably hate that. He hate that shit. Oh man. Oh yeah, they're gonna block you. Hell, Earn Your Leisure blocked me because I asked them to like who validated them saying that Max made $7 million. This nigga come up there and post $300,000 in bank statements in the shit and say he made 7 million. I'm like, yo, nigga, like he making money. Like we all making money, but like when you start saying certain numbers, nigga, you gotta have some like $7 million, $6 million. That's a lot of goddamn money. Like, and when you state them type of numbers, I'm just saying, like, you influencing a lot of people that believe that shit real. When you say you got a plane, a lot of people believe that shit real. Like when you say you got a Lamborghini and you rented that shit, people believe that shit real. And I just was like, yo, Earn Your Leisure, slow down with like, them numbers. Like, whoa, like he's doing he's made an M-ish, but 6, 7 of them, come on, bro. Start talking about you made 6, 7 of them. I'm like, all right, bro, all right. I'm like, all right. You telling motherfuckers you got a motherfucking plane, like literally going into a high school and telling these kids, yeah, he bought a plane. I'm like, bought a plane? What? Huh? Who else heard that fucking video when nigga said he had a plane, bro? I'm like, he got a plane now? This nigga Grant Cardone? What? What? A plane? But I'm fucking hating. I'm like, niggas, what? I'm about to just start saying I got some shit I ain't got. God damn, don't nobody give a fuck. Like, a plane, motherfucker? Nigga, a plane? And all y'all look at that motherfucking video. That shit had 70,000 views on it. Everybody liking that shit and talking about, oh, you're the man. I'm like, nigga, a plane? Oh my God. And then I'm sitting there like, yo, that's some bullshit. The nigga lying. Why are you hating him because he living it up and he doing this and he doing that? You must not be making no money. You a hater. You salty. You mad because he got them followers. You mad? I'm like, nigga, I know him. I'm just saying, like, he making money. But this shit right here, Nina said he had a Lamborghini that I know for my birthday, he rented the motherfucker using my insurance. So I know he was on my insurance. I carried this nigga on my insurance. I carried him on my insurance, nigga. I know this nigga doesn't own that fucking car. I'm telling you it was a rental and I'm a hater. Nigga. Nigga on IG like, when I bought my Lambo because I wanted to, not because nobody made. I'm like, Tina, do you hear what this nigga just said? I'm like, look at this post. Look. But I'm hating. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? I'm like, yo, like nigga, we rented that shit for my birthday weekend, nigga. Why you gotta put all the sauce on it? Like that's not even necessary. He making good money. The nigga making money, y'all. Like he done make. If I just off what I know, nigga probably made 3 million, 4 million. I would say that. I would say that. I would be comfortable with saying like Max made about $3-4 million. That would be. I think that's where it caps out. That 7 million shit. Uh, uh, I just told him, I said, my nigga, like on some one-on-one shit, like before we got beefing online and everything, I said, my nigga, some of this shit you doing, like for one, you doing too good. You don't have to do that. You need to stop doing that shit. And because I'm the nigga that's like, yo, you gotta stop. I'm like telling them what to do. I'm like, yo, you can't fire Lewis because he fucked the girl that you wanted to fuck. You can't go tell niggas you ain't got this shit. So I'm telling this nigga what he can't do, and then niggas stop fucking with me. Left me out the event. Just like real talk, niggas just stop fucking with me. Stop answering the phone. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You good? Why you answer the phone? Don't fuck with you no more. Cause I called the fucking facts out. Like this nigga literally fired Lewis because Lewis had fucked a chick that he wanted. Then the next night, Max, he up there fucking with her. I'm like, bro, you know you can't fire this dude because of the chick, bro. Like you can't do that. He's like, well, Lewis wanted to leave. I said, Nick, you sent him home. I said he was fucking with the chick and you sent him home. What you think he gonna say? You hurt his feelings? He's like, nah. He said he quit. I said, nigga, you gotta fix that. I said, bro, you have to fix that. You can't fucking go and send a nigga home that ain't even getting paid to be there. You ain't even paying the dude to be there, and you gonna send him home because he hit the pussy you wanted. Like, bro, that's weak as fuck. Like, bro, that's weak as fuck. I'm telling y'all the fucking facts. Like, go find Lewis. He'll tell you the same shit. That was some lame, hating ass shit. This nigga literally sent this man home that he was working for free. The nigga was sitting in Charlotte working for this man event for free, helping him deal with all his bullshit to help his event be successful. And he was mad because that nigga done ran off with a chick that he wanted. Nah, he ain't pulled no chicks growing up. Hell no. Nigga, I was the turn up. I'm the one that put all the niggas on the bitches, man. Like, excuse me, like I gotta get out of that. I don't know. That was my old me. Came out for half a second. I used to put all my niggas on. Like, if it was a turn up, I was the one that was having the turn up, like, start. Like, but I had the football juice. I was the guy. I had, like, I was the one that was making it to the league. I was all that, like, so, but this dude literally, he sent Lewis home because Lewis had bagged the chick that he wanted. Then he sent Lewis home. And then this nigga at Ruth Chris with the chick the next night at dinner. He done wine, dined her, and then went and hit it. And fired Lewis the next day. I was like, nigga, you have broke every man code known to man right now, and you can't do that. You can't do that. That was just the beginning of the downhill spiral. That everybody know that whoever get the chick, if she decides she want to give you the cat, good for you, man. You cannot go and say, hey man, I'm the boss, nigga. I'm gonna send you home, nigga. This nigga sent him home. Yo, this nigga sent the nigga home. On my mama, if somebody got Lewis, get Lewis on the live right now. This is not make believe. This man sent Lewis the fuck home, bro. I'm like, nigga, you can't do that.